Leaving the band is very bittersweet. There's a lot of potential in the band, and I realize that, and that's what makes it so bittersweet. And just the group of guys that are in the band. I mean, we have a lot of fun together. We get along enough, but we also take it serious enough, which is hard to find. That when practice comes or when songwriting comes, you gotta get your shit done and do your part. And as far as writing goes, we all do it together, and it's just one of those things that's the hardest part about leaving. Sorry, Dad. I love you, but this band, I mean, it's up there, So, but yeah, it's gonna hurt to leave, and I mean, not even. I don't look at it as, and I never really have since the band has become the 5-piece band that it is. It's not my band. It's never been my band. It is our band, and whoever's in the band, it is our band, and it's a group thing. So I don't feel like leaving it. It's mine. I don't feel any kind of selfishness towards it. I feel like the band's evolved into what it is, and it's just going to continue to evolve, and it needs to continue to evolve.
Jack leaving the band, as being the person that literally started this with like his brother and one of his best friends. I've known the guy forever, but like even just getting to know him better and connect and just like see things on like a business level, see things on a band level, see things on a friendship level. Like all of this has been super awesome getting to know him, and like losing him as far as the band goes. Like obviously things change over time, like even adding Jamie into the band, like changed the sound and everything. His songwriting, he doesn't view himself as like a shredder too much, but like that dude can wail. We're very complementary guitar players because he's more like kind of Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, if you will, and I'm more Zakk Wylde, Steve Vai kind of style. So it's a very good complementary like kind of aspect to have on the guitar playing of things. Like he'll write stuff that like I can't even like initially play because my I suck and my fingers are just not moving as easily as they should. And so he's taught me some things as far as like licks and stuff like that go, or like how to use this kind of thing. Losing him in the band long term as far as like his experience writing choruses and stuff like that, we're gonna miss initially, especially because he had to focus on choruses being a big aspect of punk rock. He's been so literally, no pun intended, instrumental in writing some of the riffs and stuff like that. And like our brains sometimes cross over and like be like, oh, I have a song like this, I have a song like Hellbound Road, for example. Like we wrote a very similar song. His riff was cooler than mine, but we ended up using that. But there were parts of my song that fit into his because we write similarly enough but different enough that it kind of like, all right, works together. And there's like not an ego trip there either, like being two different guitar players, because we both share the lead aspect, we both share the rhythm aspect. It's gonna be interesting, moving forward, without him, because like literally he started Birds of Squalor. He's the last original member of the three, and like in my mind he is Birds of Squalor. So to lose that, is definitely going to suck. Plus, like, not having access to his pool is going to be very terrible in the summer. So, who am I going to call to do all my HVAC needs?
Jack leaving the band kind of hurts. Like, whenever he first told us, which was very recently, actually, it was kind of pissed me off, not going to lie. Because as soon as things started getting good, I was like, oh, we're moving. Like, I'm 100% happy for him and Lisa. 100% as friends. But as a bandmate, I kind of want to kick him in the dick. Like, it was kind of thrown on us. And, but yeah, like, I'm fine with, like, we talked about it, and we're going to do some, long distance stuff. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it works out. I would really love for him to stay in the band and contribute more music, because he's a great songwriter. And yeah, this is his band, so like he's the last original member, and now he's moving away. It's sad, honestly.
My thoughts of Jack leaving, it's about fucking time. No, I'm just kidding. It's a little heartbreaking, I feel he's the one that brought me into it, and he's a great musician, very smart, but he's got other plans, and he's gonna be all right, and he'll still be in our music, in our hearts.
And talking about Jack leaving, it's gonna be it's gonna be rough, because especially on my end, because we had built such a such a good relationship on his writing style, and how I could always go to him and say, okay, I know you guys have this whole song written out. I just need you and an acoustic guitar for like 5 minutes. And kid you not, within those 5 minutes, we'd come back and I'd know the whole song. Well, with lyrics, but I'd know like the whole, like how the patterns go and how the melodies for vocals go and everything like that. I'm really gonna miss that. I'm really excited to see what we have in store in the future as well, because you have to take advantage of what life throws at you. You can't just kind of stop in your tracks just because something happens. You got to be able to stand up, dust your knees off, and keep walking. And sometimes those are the most exciting things, is figuring out your options and figuring out where your next adventure is.